Okay, well, I sit here waiting for lunch. Today is the 3rd of March. I'm sorry, why did I say 3rd of March? It's 3/8, so the 8th of March. Uh, I had this thought today, and I don't know why. I was just driving home from showing a guy a house the second time. We'll see if he decides to make an offer or not. He seems to be, being super careful about stuff and unsure of himself. Happens all the time. Whatever. I was driving back, and for some odd reason, I started thinking about this airman when I was stationed in Japan. Because in the Air Force know what a 7 level is. It's like the highest skill level. There's actually a 9 level, I think. But that's like reserved for chiefs and stuff. So, I'm looking through his records like, wait a minute, you're a 7 level. This doesn't make any sense. You're a senior airman. This is usually like a few staff sergeants, usually tech sergeants and below and above. And he goes, just don't ask, sir. I was stationed at Osan. So that reminded me of like, oh, okay. So I remember my first time at Osan. I'm in base ops. I'm looking through the paper, and it was like pages after page of people getting Article 15s for stupid shit. And they created the stupid shit because, like, one of the things you can get Article 15 is they had a curfew and you had to be in by, I'm going to make the time up because I don't remember, like 11 p.m. on a Friday night or something. But the line to get into base was a block fucking long. And security forces weren't just letting somebody like splash their ID and go in. No, it's a full pat down, wave with the wand shit, and like one person per minute, but you got like 200 people out there. That's just stupid shit. Amusement parks, like Disney and all this stuff, it may close at midnight, we'll just say, but the rides are still going. And that's because what they do is at midnight, they find the last person in line. And, first of all, they close off the gate at midnight. And then they describe the last person in line because I've been the last person in line because I'm going to get my money's worth. And then they just radio it up. Last person in line, African-American male wearing a blue shirt. Okay, so, yeah. Why don't you just send a security force member to stand in line at the very back and note who that person is, and you can just do like this, make sure nobody sneaks in line. That's all it is. And it's just dumb shit destroying people's careers and making the military worse. And I fucking hate dumb shit. So anyway, today I'm going to do a Reddit read. I don't even know what it's about. I don't read them ahead of time, and I ain't going to edit it. I'll just do my exposition because when I saw it pop up, it's like, yeah, this kind of reminds me of that because, somebody micromanaging and doing some bullshit. So let's go ahead and read this. Lunch is only an hour. No problem. Long-time lurker and first-time poster also on my phone, so I apologize in advance for the inevitable errors. No big deal. I work at a relatively small organization, 60-ish employees, in an office environment. I don't work as a cashier, but my office is next to the cashier's desk. Over the past few months, I have been dropping off the bank deposits during my lunch break because the cashiers have been too busy. I already know where this shit's going. Dumb shit. To take it during work hours. This is purely a courtesy to the cashiers and is not required of my job in any way, but I like to help my coworkers when I can. Reminds me of the one I saw this morning about a guy came in, he was on his off day, and he decided to like help people out for a little bit. And then boss is like, well, you need to get back and do all this and this and this. It's like, this is my off day, dude. I was just helping somebody out while I was here for a second. I don't care. You need to go do this and this and this. Oh, okay. No, I'm going home. Bye. And then he sent his resignation letter in. This guy's like, and it was like their best employee. People just always doing dumb shit because they have some power. The bank is about 10 minutes away from the office, and I'm going past it on the way to food anyway, so it's no big deal. It usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes at the bank, depending on how busy they are. So I account for that and I extend my lunch break accordingly. We know where this shit's going. This went on fine for a few weeks until my boss decided that I was taking too long for my lunch break. It reminded me that I should not be taking more than an hour. I explained that I was taking a bank deposit as a courtesy, but I may as well have said nothing because once again he reminded me I have an hour for lunch. I told my boss no problem to make sure I would make sure that I'm back on time moving forward. One thing, when I was a lieutenant, before I became a flyer, first thing my commander said to me was like, Lieutenant, best advice I can give. I know new officers like to come in and they want to like start changing stuff. Just sit back for a few months, figure out what people are doing, and make good decisions. And you know what? That served me my entire military career. I just go and I see people just coming in and how they want to make their mark and shit and just fuck shit up. You know, my entire military career, every organization I was in charge of, when they had any kind of higher headquarters, Air Force level inspection, I got an excellent. And one in the entire base, there was only one excellent, which is the highest grade you can get on an inspection. That was my organization. And you know what a lot of it is? Sitting back seeing what the fuck people are really doing instead of coming in and making my mark. Anyway, cue malicious compliance. Ever since that conversation, my lunch has been exactly 1 hour. As soon as I get back to the office, I get a company vehicle, take the bank deposit on company time. So instead of paying me for the 15 minutes I'm at the bank, they're paying me that plus 20 minutes drive time. And I'm putting unnecessary wear on the company vehicle. Good for you. It also takes about 5 minutes each day to check out, return the keys to the vehicle. My boss asked where I had been the first day, and I explained. She said, okay, oh man, she. Okay, new dynamic. I seem to see this more from females than males, but you know, there's still a lot of males out there who ain't got no goddamn common sense. I get the feeling she is too proud to admit it was simpler when I was just taking it on my lunch, but I'm fine with extending the break, so you're costing people money. Too lazy didn't read. I am now away from my desk for an extra 25 minutes each day on company time because my boss said I took too long at lunch to drop off the bank deposit. A little bit of comments. First one, hell, I would just stop taking the deposits. You know what? That actually makes more sense because you're still relieving the cashiers of their responsibility and it's not your damn job. Do your damn job. Problem created by someone else's job. Don't do someone else's job. I'm surprised the boss hasn't just said that. She ain't gonna say shit. This part I find a bit weird. OP is taking an additional task that the boss doesn't seem to realize. No, because you didn't go like, hey, I'm just helping folks out. It's also poor management how low-level employees just do it on their own time. I guarantee the boss would demand extra money. That's me, my exposition. Usually it should be a manager or a designated person includes that specifically. Operational risk issues to just let anyone take it. I mean, what's stopping OP to get the janitor to take it? You know, so that's it. Just reminds me of another one, and it was a she boss. Now, I didn't go straight into the military after college. I think I discussed this before. I went into a field called internal auditing, which is a subset of accounting. And I remember one time I was doing an audit of a place, and when I did my audits, I would go to the people doing the job. My director is like, well, when you spoke to the vice president, all that stuff, I'm like, I didn't speak to the vice president. And I went, No, I went and spoke to the people who do the job. And she just looked at me and go, how do you get your job done? You're supposed to ask the vice presidents how the work is done. I wanted to go, bitch, the vice president don't know a fucking goddamn thing. It's the guy who's doing it every day who knows what it is if I'm going to give some advice. That's why the world is fucked up. You know, she wanted us to move our offices one day. And her motivation was so we could be into another building where all the higher ups are at, because we could rub more elbows on the elevators. Not about being independent. That's the point of an internal auditor, being completely independent. Let's go rub some elbows on the elevators, make our careers better. Then again, that's why I think the way I do, and I'm fucked up in the head. So anyway, that's what I got. We'll talk about one thing I did yesterday, which is interesting. I saw this thing on Reddit about, I think I talked about it, maybe I didn't. But anyway, about this lady, she put something about her daughter's dog, and somebody was gonna like, wood burn it, doing that shit by hand. And I was like, you know what, this is a good chance for me to practice some more on my laser. So I took it, did all the processing, see how good I could make it look, put it on there, and I just put it on, no, did I say Reddit? I mean Nextdoor. And so anyway, we met yesterday, and she was wanted to pay me for it. They loved it. I wish I had a picture of it here. I wonder if there's a way for me to do it on this phone. Hopefully it transferred over. Because, sometimes they transfer over, sometimes they don't. Yeah, here it is. So I did that on a piece of inexpensive basswood. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about doing something else with it because they were such nice folks. The dog died a year ago, and it says daughter's not like recovered or anything. Based on their age, daughter's probably in their 40s or something. But yeah, I may even do more for them. It's actually pretty cool because they asked me what I did. I said real estate. Then they started asking me about the market. We talked a little bit about it. And then they asked me my card. Said they wanted to send me some business and stuff. So it's like really funny because, a lot of real estate agents, they're always like, I'm in real estate. Here's my card. I don't do that shit, People ask for my card because they see what I'm doing. And I like that. I actually lose a lot of business because I'm like dead ass honest with people, and people don't want to hear dead ass honest shit. But that's the power of being retired from the military. So anyway, that's all I got for the day. We're gonna find out if old boy is gonna do this. I'm about to put in an offer on something else. It's not really an offer. It's already set up, and it's kind of stupid to put it in now because I'm trying to work on this dude's credit so he can actually buy this summer. But the seller knows that his credit's not where we need to be to get a loan, but still wants to put the offer in now. Just stupid shit. They probably got something going on. So let me get on up out of here. If you like these Reddit reads with my throw-ins, tell me. If not, I'll just start doing like every damn other Reddit reader. It's just, I want you to see me so I'm not doing it. Or these assholes who are faking it, and they got the microphone in front of the thing like this, the microphone, and they're supposedly reading it, and it's really a computer voice, and you can tell, but this shit's just looped over and over, so you think they're reading it. Yeah, I want you to see the words that are coming out of my mouth that I'm reading this shit, because what's the use in having a computer read this shit to you? And if you don't like the exposition, who knows? We'll see what happens. See y'all tomorrow. I'm still going good at this videos per day. Coming up with new shit all the time.